Finding new music through any streaming platform fucking sucks. I opened up my Spotify daylist today and you know what I see? Edgy headbanging Thursday morning. It's always the same 5 rinse-ass songs with the same 5 artists, just in a slightly different order. So I'm Az, and here are 5 different ways to find non-TikTokified, non-YouTubeified, non-Spotify, basically no algorithm quality music, so that next time you're on Ox you won't be embarrassed by playing TikTok-ass music. Okay, so first up, this website is in my humble opinion the best website to ever exist. Every Noise at Once is a map of musical genres and it is detailed. Ready to get down to some Spanish folk metal? What about some deep Latin jazz? It has the more popular genres larger, and the best part is you can click on each one and hear a sample of the style. Then if you like it, click on the little arrow and it'll take you to another page with artists from that genre. For example, I'll click on the rock one and it'll play me some Black Sabbath. I like Black Sabbath, so I'm going to click on the little arrow and it shows rock artists. You click on the big artists if you're just new to the genre, or on the smaller artists if you already like the genre and you're trying to find some new music. And then it even has a Spotify playlist if you're too lazy to individually look through them all. If you want to skip the bother of seeing every single one of the 500 different genres, you can just search up your favorite artist or an artist you already like, and then go to the right side of the screen, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you'll see the canonical path. It has a list of 251 artists you might like, with their most popular song and a Spotify playlist to go. This one's awesome for finding new music, but it's a little trickier to find artists that are in a big genre but are sort of hidden gems. So here's the next tip. Find out who produced your favorite song and then check what other songs they produced. For example, Nigel Godrich was responsible for producing The Bends. Not only was he responsible for putting Black Star onto the main album instead of just being left in B-side purgatory, but he told Tom York that Black Swan was a 6-minute load of crap and to scrap all of it except to keep this bit. So I had high hopes for the rest of his projects. I found a lot of artists that I'd already been sleeping on, like Sushi and the Banshees, and ones that I'd never heard of, like Charlotte Gainsbury, who gives kind of floaty, Portisheady vibes if you're interested. And that leads on to the next tip, which is stalk who your favorite artist worked with or what music they listened to. For example, Tom York, yes again, I'm sorry, Radiohead, blah blah blah, but he worked with PJ Harvey, who, if you haven't heard of her, I definitely recommend you check out This Mess We're In. It's a collaboration between the two of them. Absolute banger fucking song. She's in the top 10 of my favorite artists right now. And he's also worked with other artists like Flying Lotus Burial and MF Doom, weirdly enough. But I find that generally artists only work with other artists whose music they enjoy, so it's usually a similar genre, same style, stuff like that. On that note, a lot of artists will make a playlist of their favorite music, and it's usually not like the top 100 type stuff. I'm not gonna lie, this only applies to some artists. Tom York's is absolutely freaky and not my type of music at all. Next up is watch music reviews and get told what music is good by the most pretentious motherfuckers out there. Sure, you have to listen to them yap about how Loveless by My Bloody Valentine sounds like an airplane taking off, but in a good way. But I find that usually the trade-off is pretty good if you have the time. And the most low-effort, high-reward way to find new music is to go on Spotify and instead of searching the daylist or fucking Discover Weekly, but choose your favorite song and your favorite lyric from that song and then search that and then filter it by playlists. You'll get a ton of playlists if it's a popular enough song that are made by a user who likes the same line from the same song as you. For example, I love Men in the Box by Alice in Chains, so I put in Feed My Eyes. This playlist by Leon La has a mix of songs I already know and love, and a ton of ones that I hadn't heard of but are sort of similar to Alice in Chains. If a playlist is especially good and I like a lot of their music, I'll even go to their profile, have a little stalk. Which didn't disappoint, Mr. Leon's Songs I Shan't Forget is indeed bangers. And I'm not gonna lie, if the playlist names are good, I will nab that too. And then finally, full circle back to the music finding websites. I like Album of the Year, which is made by the same people as Rate Your Music, which is like, if you don't know, the most pretentious ass music rating platform. I recommend putting it on user score instead of critic, I just find it comes with better music. And then final tip, if you're lazy like me and you don't want to be finding individual songs and then searching them up on Spotify and then listening to them and then deciding if you like them, there's this website called Mood. And you can kind of just choose your mood based on upbeat to downbeat or energetic to mellow. And it doesn't really make sense, but you can put energetic and downbeat, you can drag it around and put energetic and downbeat at the same time. You log in with your Spotify, so it doesn't just give you random songs like top 100. It gives you songs that you actually like. And I think my favorite part about it is that you give it 5 artists that you enjoy, and it'll give you one from each, but then it won't spam the playlist with that artist. It'll only give you one song from each, and the rest are just kind of based on that. If you found this video helpful and you want to have the most magical, beautiful Spotify and you want to complete the steps, I made a tutorial on how to customize your playlist covers fully, so click there, probably somewhere.